Let's talk about the episode. So this week was kind of It gave me a little excitement. It gave me a little drama. And then at the end, Friday, it gave me some death. You started off good at the end of the year. Now you're getting a little better days, and I'm here and I can deal with this, and I'm having fun with this. However, let's start off with the New Year stuff. Go ahead and get the New Year stuff on out the way. The kisses, the surprises kisses, the kisses that we knew that was going to happen, the kisses that shocked us all. First of all, Nicole and EJ, they didn't shock us at all. I mean, come on. They've been hanging around ever since December. Ever since Eric said he was going to divorce her. So, that kiss didn't really surprise me. I was kind of hoping, expecting Rolf and Jada to kiss, but that didn't happen. They looked like they was going to kiss, but they didn't kiss. And I was like, Rolf, you want to kiss her? Come on, it's the new year. Y'all looking at the fireworks. Y'all saying Happy New Year's to each other. Where is the kiss? Johnny and Wendy. Now, that was kind of a shocker, but not kind of really, it wasn't. Because ever since Johnny touched her, put that jacket or whatever he put on her, I forgot what it was he put on her, she had that look in her eyes like she wanted to kiss him then for the wedding. And then when he put that wire on her, she looked like she wanted it then. Then for the wedding, being there, they both knew the secret. They were both being quiet. You can tell that they was getting close. So I wasn't surprised, the shock with Wendy and Johnny. We saw that coming ever since the wire, when he put that wire on her, the catch Dr. Rolf and his lies, and catch him on tape. We saw the look in her eyes like she wanted Johnny there. So that didn't kind of surprise me. What did surprise me, like I said on previous video, was that Gabi remembered everything that happened. Like I said, Dr. Rolf and his mad scientist and his medicine, it don't add up. And as of this point, I'm thinking it's just water he mixing together, just getting lucky at this point. Because how all of a sudden, and this happened in September, October, somewhere along those lines, when he injected her or stabbed her with that syringe. Now all of a sudden in the end of December, the New Year's, now all of a sudden she remembering everything, and it all had a chain of reaction and a chain of events that happened. She started remembering then. She ignored it, didn't pay no attention. Then all of a sudden she started to get a little weak and a little hazy. Then all of a sudden when the glass dropped, then she remembered everything that happened. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that Dr. Rolf and his little medicine he be mixing together, he just get lucky and mix something together to, do what he got to do, or just to get you off his back for a couple of months. That's what I'm thinking. Because if somebody else would have did that knew what they was doing, I'm pretty sure Gabi probably would have never remembered what happened, and she was injected, and he admitted that he brainwashed Stefan. Like I said, if that was a real doctor, ain't no way, no how that she would have remembered that. And not that fast and not that quickly. I know it been a couple of months, but yeah, a real doctor, she wouldn't remember that. That would have been in the back of her mind, lost forever. But yeah, that's why I said Dr. Rolf just get lucky, mixing together a few chemicals and get lucky at this point. Because everything he done did, everything he done touched, Everything he done tried, everything he done did, it only lasts for a couple of months. Then next thing you notice, they snap out of it, or it wears off, or the brainwashing, we didn't see his brainwashing work. It starts to wear off at a certain time, every time. About a couple of months, a month in, it starts to wear off like a old dead battery. So I'm just thinking he just get lucky with the chemicals, and happen to come up with something that that he stumbled upon, and he happened to use it like it really worked, but it only worked for a limited time. Then it wears off like a superpower. So I'm just thinking he just get lucky with his little mad scientist, chemicals. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, Shane, I don't know why you so surprised and shocked that Gabi, once she found out everything, she went running to the Miami. I think it's Miami. Wait, Stefan and Shane, you can hang it up, give it up, dismiss it. You're not getting Gabi back. And I read in the spoilers for next week, you're going to try to make her say she should forget about that and let's continue on with baby. As soon as she remembered everything, then the divorce paper was already signed, whether you like it or not. She don't want you. Ever since she seen Steffi, she been running behind Steffi like Steffi. She been running behind Stefan like a dog in heat. She don't want you. You could have gave it up then, but you kept on trying. Like I said, you would have been better off trying to, kill him like you tried. But then Dr. Rolf and Kristen caught you, or was it Kristen that caught you trying to hurt him? You would have been better off pulling the plug on him, because you thought that your love was going to stop Stefan and Gabi. At least Gabi love for Stefan. And you saw the first time she saw him, once she realized he was alive, she ran behind him like a dog in heat. And she gonna continue to run behind him like a dog in heat. Still trying to make him remember. Still trying to get him the program. Still trying to get her man back. So, Shane, if you don't realize you lost at this point, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like I said, you should have just went ahead and gave it back her little company that she don't care about, and moved on with your life, or find some way to make Gabi stay with you. Maybe blackmail, perhaps, where you do got her company, where you don't really got her company. You got access to her company. You could blackmail her with that, but like I said, Gabi don't really care about Gabi Sheik. She just like the money that's coming from there. When the last time you heard Gabi mention Gabi Sheik? That was about the middle of last year when we heard her mention, what about my company? Since I'm not CEO no more, what's going to happen to my company? And Mr. Shen assured, Lee assured her that your company will be fine and I'll give it back to you. Hey, y'all heard her mention that company yet? Like I said, she like the lifestyle of that company. She don't really want that company. And she just want that company under a large company, but she ain't got to pay for the fees that come along with that. You mean the buying the supplies and all that come with the, the fees and, dealing with a company like that. That's why I said, Gabi don't really care about Gabi Sheik that much. She just like the money that's coming from that company and like to brag about, oh, my company bring in profits, trying to connect it to another large company. Gabi wants y'all to play them fees. She ain't smart, because with the shipping fees, the clothing fees, the cotton, all that stuff add up, and it ain't coming out of her pocket. So of course she want to connect herself to a larger company that's going to pay those fees while she sit back and reap the awards. So like I said, Gabi don't really care about Gabi Sheik. Chloe, yet again you heartbroken again over the same man opening the same womb again. Chloe, you will be an idiot to stay with that man. Once now that that's out in the open, I was surprised and shocked you told him to get his own room. You finna lose Stefan the same way you lost him the first time around. Gabi and Gabi stole your man yet again. Po Chloe can't even much cut a break, can't keep a man. Kristen already then played Russian roulette with your boyfriend, and now she got him via the blackmail, and now you thought you had Stefan all over again. Now you finna lose him again. So, well, that's if he agreed to, go along or tag along with this whole the program and stuff and date Gabi again. That's if he agreed to that. We don't know yet. He stands strong and firm in his word that he don't want no parts of Gabi, so we have to wait and see how that play out. The backlash for this coming out. Yeah, Wendy, EJ, Johnny, y'all got some explaining to do. Because y'all knew this whole entire time. Y'all quit quiet because y'all didn't want y'all significant adult parts to get in trouble for the whole brainwashing, and EJ basically benefiting from it, and Wendy kept quiet because that's her brother. Johnny kept quiet because that's his daddy. Yeah, y'all gonna get some backlash, and I read that next week Stefan gonna be at it again. I'ma fast forward the living hell out of him. I don't want that Stefan nowhere. I can't deal with that Stefan. No, I'm absolutely fast forward him so quick and in a hurry. But anyways though, Nicole, you gonna get some backlash too, because he kind of told you what was going on and you weren't surprised and shocked about it. So yeah, they're gonna say you knew about it too. So Nicole and Joe, I guess. Speaking of the Damaras, Brady, Kristen, Kate, Kayla, Marlena, they back in danger again. We found out before days went off Friday that, of course, Kate was pronounced dead. And Marlena was getting a little weak, but she was having little symptoms. Kayla fainted, Kate fainted, but Kayla seemed like she's fine. And all of this could have been avoided if y'all would have came up with this plan. Eric, if y'all would have came up with this plan a little bit more sooner and a little bit more quicker. Y'all waited to the last second. Well, Eric came up with this plan at the last second. I don't know why he waited so long to come up with this plan. This would have been a perfect time before they got sick again. And now they got to deal with all this all over again. When y'all could have did this months ago. Before all this came back up. And could have been right there ready, to help them out. But I ain't gonna do much more than, Kate. Because once you pronounce dead in Salem, all they gotta do is snap their fingers or do something, they back alive breathing again. So until we get the official word that Kate that's dead, then we'll say I condoning this to Kate. Until then, you know how it go when they pronounce dead in Salem. You turn around the next second and they back alive, talking and breathing just like us. So you never know in Salem. They like ghosts 1 minute and the next minute they back alive, back on human earth again, talking and doing lines all over again, just like they was on a little breathe vacation or a little slumber. So until we get the official word, then we'll go from there. But until then, hopefully, maybe whoever got the orchid now besides Kristen, hopefully we'll get the word, or whoever got it this time, not Kristen. But like I said, y'all should have came up a little bit more sooner with this plan, not wait so late at the last second, the very last second, while everybody moving on with their lives, not realizing that the dose was coming up sooner than they thought. Eric, nice plan, but you waited too late for it, unfortunately. I'm surprised Brady played actual hardball with Kristen. you didn't play hardball quite. You didn't play hardball quite enough, in my opinion, to be quite honest with you. Because if you really want to play hardball with Kristen ain't got no mercy, no sympathy, or none of that for nobody else. Why would you give her sympathy and let her see her daughter? She would have saw her daughter after she would have handed me that orchid. Cause like y'all said, if they end up dying this on your hands, she don't care. You didn't give her what she wanted, her daughter. I would have made her behind way. And Brady, we gonna learn you how to be more stealth when it comes to phone conversations. Sit in the middle of the living room talking on the phone and Kristen heard you. Now imagine if you would have played this another way and actually got away with it, how this would have played out. Besides her busting you and finding out what you did, then putting 2 and 2 together and realizing that it was you and Eric that came up with this plan. Y'all got to be more careful. And Brady, you should be ashamed of yourself knowing who your daddy is. Your daddy is a private eye, for crying out loud. You don't know how to go somewhere quieter to make sure you don't get caught mid-phone conversation. But I guess not, so we gonna run with that. I read next week that Brady gonna try to get Chloe back. Why would he want Chloe back? I would never. Oh, okay, he want Chloe back. Besides trying to find a cure for Marlene, you worrying about Chloe. Okay, Brady, we know where your priorities lie. You worrying about little old Chloe, while we sitting up here trying to worry about is Marlene gonna be fine? Who gonna be the next to flat line on the machine? And you worrying about Chloe, but Kristen gonna get some more heartbreaking news. EJ told her she no longer working at the dimension next week, so I think Wednesday. So I can't wait to see that. What else happened? Oh, Will and Sonny and their annual problems. Sonny, just be careful around Leo. That's all I can give you. Just be careful. You know Leo ain't nothing, and you know Leo ain't got no problems breaking up your happy home just to get you back. Cause trust and believe, that's still in the back of his mind what you did to him and how you broke up his money bags. When he almost had the money bags, he had him hook, line, and sinker, and you basically ruined that. So Sonny, just be careful. That's all I can tell you. Just be careful. Will did play hardball with you, Sonny. He kind of gave you your behind. I will give you that one. Even though y'all still should be worrying about cheating and all that. Even though y'all done made up and apologized how many times for that, and y'all still worrying about that. But okay. But yeah, Sonny, be careful. That's what at this point, I don't know if Leo playing with you or not. So all I can tell you is to be careful and watch your back and make sure you keep your back not facing his way where he can stab you. Well, Leo the type of snake, he'll stab you in the front and the back. So just make sure you have some eyes connected to the back of your head and the side of your head. So when he try to get that knife and insert it in you, you make sure you prepare that you able to block that shot and knock it out of his hand or something. You just make sure you prepare when that snake come back to try to stab you, like Clyde did, and try to leave you for dead. You just make sure you fully prepared for that. Alice and Chad, and you kind of did take it that far, but I mean, I understand where you coming from. I know you tired of seeing Chad, tired of seeing Stephanie spending time with the kids. We understand that, we get that, but yeah, you kind of played that bad. And Stephanie, I want to say, had the right to get in your behind and ask you who the hell you thought you was doing that. And yeah, I kind of side with both of them. Like, yeah, I would be have those concerns too. And second of all, they kind of related, and yeah, it's just like it's a sticky subject for me, and I'm on the fence with it. But yeah, you shouldn't have done that, Alice. Yeah, you shouldn't have did all that and shared those type of questions. And of course, Stephanie was at the wrong place at the right time and heard you. So yeah, you kind of overstepped your bound there. I'm gonna give you that one. Who? What's that? Damn it. Who else? Oh. Do y'all think Sarah taking it too far? In my opinion, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna shoot it straight, and I'm gonna give it to you straight with no chaser. Stephanie, Sarah, at this point, I think you kind of overreacted. In my opinion, in my mind, you overreacted and overreached, in my opinion. Ever since you and Xander got back together, you knew his lifestyle. You knew how he ran. You already knew that he couldn't go straight in there and save his life. Of course, we already know Xander is a criminal anyways. I don't know why you thought you was going to get a black collar, white collar man and thought he was going to work and you was going to change and switch him to be straight and not go like this on your behind. It's just like at this point, Sarah, I think you're reaching. I think you overreacting, and I think you want Xander to be that straight, honest man that we know he would never be. At this point, and at this point, I think you overreaching, and I think you've been looking for excuses ever since Xander screwed up the first time with the whole Gwen mess. You've been looking for every excuses in the book to get away from that man ever since then. Then you married him. You realized you messed up then. Now you didn't find out he didn't kidnap Bonnie and Susan. And he explained to you that he really ain't do much to them but hold them hostage. He let them go. It's just like, Sarah, you just reaching for rats all over again in Xander. And we know you're not going to get that. I think you know you're not going to get that. But you think you're going to get this great, honest man. And I think you're just reaching at this point. And I think you're overreacting. And I think you just looking for a way out at this point. That's my opinion. I don't know if y'all feel like that. But ever since she been dealing with Xander, that's how I feel. Like you've been looking for every excuse at the book to get out of that, get away from that man, and now you finally then found the perfect one that Maggie trying to talk you out of. Even though Maggie won't stop snitching and stop being messy, she telling you you overreacting, you're doing too much. Think about it for better or worse. It's just like you want rest. You're not going to get that in Xander. If you want a rest all over again, go find your rest. It's just like we know what Xander about. You should know what Xander about. You met him as a criminal. What makes you think he going to go straight in there at this one? It's like, Sarah, you exhausting the hell out of me at this point. And at this point, if you don't want the man, just move on with your life, please. Should nobody have to talk you out of it. You're a grown woman. You're not a child. You're not a teenager. Please make up your mind whether you're going to stay with Xander or not. Because now I'm getting tired of you. I don't know if I'm overreacting at this point, basically telling you to make up your darn mind at this point. But at this point, I'm tired of the excuses from you, Sarah, and basically just make a decision already, please. Because my eyes and what I'm saying, you've been looking for excuses ever since you been dating that man, then you married him, then now you're looking for even more excuses. You called him, then you thought you called him, then you got talked out of it, then you find out that was true. Now you still out there debating on, do I really love this man? Do I want to stay with him? Can I stay with him? Shall I divorce him? Like, Sarah, make up your mind at this point, whether you want Xander or not. I don't know, as Red's got your standards so high that you think you're going to get Rex out of Xander. That's never gonna happen. That man has been a criminal his whole entire life. What makes you think you're gonna change him? You're not that good enough to change a man. If the man don't want to change, he gonna change. If that man want easy money and somebody offer him easy money, of course Xander gonna take it. That's all Xander known. That's all we know Xander to do is take the easy money. So Sarah, make up your mind whether you want him or not. I don't know if I'm being harsh or mean to you, whatever. At this point, I don't care. But Sarah, make up your mind at this point, please, ma'am. That's it, that's all. Anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.